Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A first carry for Amir Abdullah.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On first down, Newton. He's got a man. That's Marshall.
So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, and especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on it. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's Newton. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
Newton on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Dances by at the 20, and he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Amir Abdullah. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's Amir Abdullah that finishes it off with a touchdown run.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Brady flushed out right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan. All the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Brady now on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Here's Brady to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Suckup.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. From the 27, Newton. He'll hit his running back, Amir Abdullah. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. A big play there for Carolina.
The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. 7-7, our score after 1. A 2nd down run for Abdullah. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Brady. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Evans. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On play action, it's Brady. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Flush to his right. And Jones has it over the middle. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Again, it's Brady. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Brady going to throw. And he's taken down inside the 30.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
A check down here to Jones.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Called a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Now Jones. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter...
And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown.
Tom Brady to his old Patriot pal, Rob Gronkowski.
And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point put through by Succop, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Now Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Newton taking a shot here for Marshall, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might now try and cut down the length of the drive.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 53 yards on the ground for him so far.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
4th and short. They had the ball right at the midfield stripe. Was curious what they were going to do. Turns out going for it, the good play.
Reminded me of a conversation we had yesterday before this game where you said, you know, it's interesting about the NFL nowadays. Oftentimes in short yardage situations, they throw the ball. In the old days, they would run it. That was an old school call right there.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's got Gronkowski yet again. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Brady now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a letdown defensively because they had them stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin
as the first half is winding down.
And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is now 21-14.
Panthers 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Now a second down and 6.
Newton to throw.
Checks this down to Hubbard.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Third and 2, Newton. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before the break, Newton. Taking a shot here for Marshall.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Back and forth, we win in that first half. This has certainly been an entertaining one to watch thus far. So let's get right back out to it as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
72 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On first down, Brady. This one swung out here to Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead now up to 14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And Thomas has it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Newton so complete there to Thomas. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second.
After reviewing the play, the rule on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions, and then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Brady. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brady on Roy. In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. 40 return, and the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Throwing is Newton. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Back to throw, Newton. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 15.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
This is caught by Evans. And out across midfield down to the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And this is caught. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. We know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
To throw is Brady. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. Touchdown! Tom Brady to his old Patriot pal, Rob Gronkowski. And the Bucs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Panthers 14.
touchdown now. It's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go.
And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now. I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On the Buccaneer, pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Newton now to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Newton now to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed a push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
The throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. A give to Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go with Jones. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Prior to that, they were 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions in this ball game. Now 3 for 3.
And you've got to figure their luck's got to run out at some point, doesn't it? I will just tell you from a defense's point of view, someone has to step forward on 4th down and make a play himself, because they're just letting it happen to him right now.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So that one will be accepted. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
146 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
It's a gain of 6. And Buccaneers first down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Brady going to look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Evans. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Jones, a 6-yard touchdown run, and the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go. Body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He goes underneath to Abdullah, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Here's Newton. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.